everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Sangeeta Kumar and I am with Mercy for Animals, and I'm also the author of ChooseVegBlog.com, where we teach you simple and delicious ways to adopt a plant-based diet. So the first alternative that we're going to look at is the combination of baking soda and household vinegar. Basically, the chemical reaction between these two helps to make any baked good fluffy. So this is really good for cakes, cupcakes, muffins, things like that. So all you're going to do is pour a tablespoon of vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar if you like, with a teaspoon of baking soda. You're going to mix it up real good. As you can see, this chemical reaction is taking place. And you're going to combine this in your mixture when it calls for an egg. So the next ingredient we're going to look at is flax seeds. So flax seeds are very high in omega-3 fatty acids and are essential for a healthy diet. They're heart protective and they're a wonderful food to add to oatmeal. I add it in my smoothies every morning, and I also use it as an egg replacement. So what you're going to do is put about a tablespoon of flaxseed in a coffee grinder. Now, I've already ground this up for you. And coffee grinders you can easily find for $15-20 at your local store. And this is what ground flaxseed would look like. So here's 3 tablespoons of water, and I'm just going to put a tablespoon of flax. There we go. And make sure it's ground well. I noticed that I didn't ground it as well as I could have, but make sure it's a fine powder. And you're just going to mix it up. And in about a couple of minutes, this mixture is going to get gelatinous, kind of like egg yolk. And you're just going to add it to your mixture as soon as it calls for 1 egg. So that's 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds with 3 tablespoons of water. And you want to use this mixture when you want a nutty flavor to your dish. So cookies, muffins, pancakes, waffles, this works really well for that. Silken tofu you can find in most Asian sections of your grocery store. You're not going to find them in the coolers, but they'll often be on the shelf. The great thing about silken tofu is you can keep it in your cupboards for months at a time. And the difference between silken tofu and regular tofu is that it's very smooth and silky, hence the name silken tofu. As you can see, it's very very creamy tofu. You're not going to use the tofu found in the cooler of your grocery store because that's going to have a more of a grainier texture, and you're not going to want that. You're going to blend this up in a blender. 1/4 cup of silken tofu will replace 1 egg. Soy yogurt you can find in the dairy section of most grocery stores. And I have here plain soy yogurt. You can obviously use any flavors you like. You can use vanilla flavor if you want something sweeter. You can get peach, strawberry, soy yogurt. It comes in lots of flavors. And again, just like the tofu, you're going to use a 1/4 cup of soy yogurt for the replacement of 1 egg. And one important thing to note is that you're going to want to use this alternative when you want to add moistness and denseness to your cakes and muffins. So bananas can also be used as an alternative to eggs. What you're going to do is take half a banana, and the replacement of 1 egg is just basically 1/2 banana mashed up. So just take a fork, mash it up real good so it's not so chunky. And one thing about this alternative is that it's going to add a banana flavor to your dish. So make sure that you'd be okay with that. And I add this to pancakes, waffles, breads, cakes. So basically this is kind of the texture that you want. And you're just going to add this to your ingredient. The next product we're going to look at is applesauce. So I'm using unsweetened applesauce. You can, of course, use sweetened applesauce, but if you do use sweetened applesauce, just put a little less sweetener in your baked product. This is a 1/4 cup of applesauce, and it's good for the replacement of 1 egg. And you want to use applesauce when you want to add moisture to your baked product. So whether it's cookies, breads, cakes, anytime you want moisture, you're going to use applesauce. The other good thing about applesauce is if you want to reduce fat in your dish, you're just going to add more applesauce to replace the oil. This is a really versatile alternative. So last but not least is my favorite product, Energy Egg Replacer. And basically it's made of potato starch and tapioca flour and a few other ingredients. And you're going to find this in most specialty health food stores. You'll also find it in grocery stores. Basically you're going to use 1.5 teaspoons of egg replacer powder with a tablespoon of water. You can even use soy milk if you like. And just going to mix it up well. That's it. You just mix it really well. Make sure that all the clumps are out of the mixture, and just use this when your recipe calls for an egg. Simple. So thanks for stopping by my kitchen. As you can see, replacing eggs is fairly simple. I invite you to visit my blog at choosevegblog.com, and I'd love to hear from you if you have any stories, if you have any other alternatives you'd like to share with me, or some recipes, or even if you have any questions, just stop by, and I look forward to seeing you at choosevegblog.com. Thanks a lot.